Wow.
The main ingredient?
Yeah! I can't even say
I'll
that.
drink the full serving in 20 minutes. What's going to happen?
You gotta get into ketosis.
Woo! That's all you need to know. 5-year-old can do it.
All right, so the first play that works, Vincent already covered, so we're not going to go through it. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? If I send you a 4-minute video, will you watch it? Let me know if it makes sense. 5 or 10 days. Are you free Thursday, Sunday for the new Keto 101? Or you follow up with them? So we already walked through that. We're not going to go through all that step by step again because we're getting tight on time. But other plays that work, I'll kick it off. I've been traveling a lot lately. Not everybody in this room is traveling as much as I am, but it still works. I don't go in the gas station and get a bottle of water and mix it in my car. Nobody can see me mixing ketones in my car. I mix it in the gas station, and Jason, we've been hanging out every Tuesday and Thursday. Does anybody have a pack of keto?
Yeah, I got one right here. You want to try a 5-day or 10-day?
Boom. I am obnoxious. If I have my keto cream, if I have my keto, he's watched it. If I'm standing at the counter where they serve the drinks at Starbucks, sometimes that powder gets stuck at the top. I'm like, I'm obnoxious. Then I tear it open and I dump it in, and a big puff of smoke goes everywhere. And everybody's like, what's that you're putting in your coffee? Or it starts the conversation. I don't sit in my car and mix ketones. I don't walk in and like try and hide behind the fountain soda. I freaking mix it in front of everybody. I'll mix it right on the counter where everybody's at. I'll push. I'm reckless. And I'm not gonna mix keto in my car because I can mix it in the gas station. I'm not gonna get my Starbucks coffee and go to my car and put my stuff in. And then once it's in the blender bottle, I'm shaking it like a professional bartender, man. I am chugging that thing. It sounds like a sawed-off shotgun. Everybody wants to know what you're doing. We've been doing Tuesdays. Every Tuesday we hang out and we spend the day together. We go do. Where's Deanna? Did she leave?
Bathroom.
All right. So Deanna, we were at our barbershop doing the same thing. We were at his chiropractor's where we met Donna. Donna's a new experience pack. So when we're out and about, I don't try and mix it where people can't see me. I try and mix it where people can see me. And I'm always wearing the conversation. Where were we?
Airplane.
No, there's somewhere else recently I walked just the other night.
The flight attendant, well, I'll tell that one. The flight attendant was like, I know ketosis, tried it, can't get into it. We're like, did you drink it? He's like, come find me, I got some for you. And she's like, yeah, I always hear that, right? So she comes back and, okay, tell me your speech, like, oh, real cocky. And then sure enough,
she got a 5-day.
That's it, yeah.
And on my way to the Chambersburg mixer, I was on the phone with her. It's her 3rd day. For the first time in 15 years, her husband's like, honey, are you losing weight? For the first time in years, she doesn't have any lower back pain. I'm not saying that. Oh, shit.
I'm an independent prover, no medical claims. Say it.
Yeah. I forgot. Everybody has their cameras on it. Yes. So I'm not making medical claims. That's her testimony. That's what she's saying she's experiencing. I'm not claiming that this cures, treats, or prevents anything. So she's all fired up on her 3rd day. Guess what? She paid me $100 to overnight her a 5-day because her shipment wasn't going to get here in time for her vacation. She didn't want to run out. She paid She paid $30 to have it overnighted in. She went on the site and she ordered it. She's fired up. It works. I'm always wearing the conversation. Nike doesn't send me a check every month to wear their Nike clothes. Guess what? 1, it's a tax write-off. 2, it starts conversations. These shirts enroll people. It grows my business. I was at a checkout and I walked away and the guy was like, what's your shirt mean? Burn body fat or burn fat something. He saw the back of my shirt and he's like, oh man, do you have a business card? I want to check it out later. Like I'm always wearing, if I don't have a Prove It shirt on, I have my Prove It hat on. It's one or the other. So that's the play that works. Don't mix it in your car. Don't mix it out. Don't mix it where people are at. I might need it again later. Whoever's next.
I'll give a couple. So I think changing your language, right? Like when people ask you what you do, don't say, I have a supplement in health and wellness space, right? Psh, shut down, walk away, right? They don't want to hear about it. They don't. I promise you that. But if you say something like, if we change that simple language, like instead of saying I work in health and wellness space, Like I'm a biohacker. We work with an exogenous ketone technology. People think I'm a scientist all of a sudden, right? Not only are they not annoyed, they're like, whoa, they're more like, I went to law school, right? I paid a ton of money for that. People are not impressed, right? People are impressed when I'm a biohacker, right? So, and I think not being afraid to say it, like get your elevator pitch ready and get it out there, right? Like when now we have to, we're full time, but when I had the other job, I would find myself like hiding behind, like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I work from home with an insurance company. Like, why am I doing that? I'm a biohacker. And they're like, you make it in your basement? Like, no. People don't even drink it when it's made at a manufacturer. I don't make it in my basement, but it works, right? Like, it brings up the conversation every single time.
It's 100% success. If they ask you what you do for a living, you say, I'm a biohacker. They're like, a what hacker? They think you're hacking somebody's bank. They don't know what the heck you're doing. And then when you say you work with an exogenous ketone technology, they're like,
yeah.
You do. You sound like a mad scientist, and they want to know what the heck you do and what ketones are. And it starts the conversation. So
I just had an opportunity to use exactly that. I had 20 seconds to say what I do in front of 72 people, and I'm like, oh Jesus, do not let me mess this up. So that's exactly what I used. I said I was a biohacker with the world's first exogenous ketone technology to optimize human performance. And I cannot tell you how many people came up to me after, I want to know what you do. Do you have a card? Do you have a card? Do you have a card? I handed out every single business card I had on me as soon as that meeting was over in 20 seconds. I probably even said it in less than 20 seconds, but.
And I think changing your language and like details, we get so bogged in the details. Like two different experiences, right? The lady, I had like 5 seconds, we were next in line at the preschool for our little book exchange, and this lady's like, so is this a protein shake? And I'm like, I have 5 seconds to explain ketones, right? So this is the old me, right? I'm like, your body has 2 fuel sources, fat and glucose. This one switches back to glucose to fat. And I walked in and I was like, that was enough, right? Like, what am I doing? So the next time, right, just a little bit ago, they're like, what are ketones? And I'm like, have you ever been front row to Britney Spears concert? This is better than that, right? And they're like, what? This is what? And you're like, right, which is better, right? I haven't overwhelmed them. It's fun. You make it fun, right? And changing your language in everything. I just want to mention that quick, too. Nick and I heard that a little while back. Like, we're always apologizing. Like, it's, oh, sorry we didn't get to your message. Sorry we didn't do this. Sorry we did this. You're immediately putting people in the negative. You're putting yourself in the negative. Instead, now we're like, hey, I was super busy this morning. I'm so thankful for your patience. Let's dig into what you want to talk about. Right? Which one starts the conversation better? Like, keeping it positive, too.
yeah, like when we were in Dallas, none of us had time to play on our phones. So as I'm checking in with everybody that I missed for 4 days, I'm like, hey man, thanks. And I love the audio message. That's another play that works. And say their name. Hey John, man, I'm really excited about what's going on. I see you got a lot of questions. Thanks for your patience. I was super swamped. I've been in Dallas all weekend. I just landed in the airport. I got a layover. I'll get back to your message as soon as I get down to Baltimore. I'm really glad you're having a good experience. Just energy, positivity, just be excited. Man, like sometimes I catch myself screaming into my phone.
So another play that works, right, we've kind of covered 2, which is starting the combo through social media. That works really well. Nick just gave the example of whenever you're out and about in public, be a walking billboard for your business. That works really well. The third one that I'm just now learning how to do on my own that works are these things called mixers. And here's a tip. I've never had a mixer done to me, or done for me, and I've never been to anybody else's mixer. I heard about the concept of mixers, and then I took it upon myself to say, I'm gonna start doing these. Didn't even know what the heck it meant. I just knew it was a gathering of people, and you open up the keto combo. Well, how do you do it? Detail, don't care. Gather people, have the keto combo, we'll figure it out. Did my first mixer. Has anybody here? No. I grabbed some guys on my team. We drove to Houston, which is 4 hours from me. Spent the whole weekend there. Guess how many people showed up to my first mixer? None, right? Did my second mixer in Dallas. There was about 7 or 8 people that showed up. Okay, this went a little bit better, right? Did my third mixer in Paris, Texas. About 10 people showed up. Some sales were made. Some promoters came out from it. Went even better still. Did my fourth mixer, which was on Thursday. 25 people showed up, and they are progressively getting better because I'm learning how to do it better. But here's the tip. You don't have to wait for somebody to spoon feed you, throw one for you, get invited to one to figure it out. If you are just bold enough to start taking action and trying to figure it out on your own, you will figure it out. And that goes back to the whole keep it simple and all this stuff and don't get bogged down by the details. I could have sat there and tried to, where's the study material for how to throw a mixer? I just said somebody else created a Facebook event and invited some people. I can do that crap. First one bombed. Second one went better. Third one went better. Fourth one went better. I'm doing another one tonight at 9 p.m. and then I'm throwing my next one at 2 p.m. Like, I'm addicted to mixers now. And what I have found out about the mixers is when you do get face to face and when you are able to have that personal touch, there is power and pros to that you can utilize. When you're in a Starbucks and you're mixing stuff up in front of people, or when we're eating lunch together and you're talking with the waiter, that's a different scenario and there's pros to that. When you're messaging somebody through Facebook and you can send them the 4-minute video, there's pros to that. So the purpose of that is don't be a one-trick pony and think outside the box. Don't wait for somebody's permission. Don't wait for somebody to teach you. Hear these terms and this stuff that's going out. I just learned something now. I'm a biohacker with exogenous keto technology. I'm using that crap everywhere from here on out. Every time, here's what you
Just
do.
became a genius.
That's because, like, I've been getting asked the question, and like I kind of fumble through it every time. I haven't found my niche. I'm a freaking biohacker with exogenous keto. How do you say it again exactly? Well, it's
I'm
good.
a biohacker. I work with an
I
exogenous
work
ketone
with-
technology.
the way she says
I
it.
say the world's first all-natural exogenous
I'm gonna
ketone
write this down because we're getting
Yeah.
it recorded.
to optimize human performance.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't want to do that?
So you have all these different things, and my recommendation to you is have immediate reaction time. Meaning, when you hear something, don't look to how to study it. Just take immediate action on it. Here's a tip: you're gonna foul it up. Wanna know what? That's okay, because when you foul it up, you're gonna go, here's what happened from that experience that went good. Here's what happened from that experience I don't want to happen again. The next time you have the experience, you learn from that, you try to keep it, you'll probably still foul it up, but the more you do that, the more you're sharpening your axe, the easier it becomes to cut down the tree. Does that make sense? Immediate reaction time. Don't get everything, it's been 8 months, I'm ready to do a mixer. You blew it. Because in 8 months, there's people like Sylvia getting in here that'll probably make it $200,000 a month by her 8 months. So, anyways.
Yeah, and then for those of you who were here at our last one that we did like a month ago, we talked about doing socials, mixers, workshops, and kind of just alternating that. We did a wing fest at our house that was definitely keto focused, and people asked if they could bring a side dish. I'm like, yeah, sure, make sure it's keto friendly. Whether they knew what keto friendly was or not, if they didn't know, they're like, what does that mean? So then I had to tell them, and then when they came, everything was keto foods, and then we served keto popsicles. So then that started a whole nother conversation, and of course people are like, well, what is this? What do you do? And it just starts conversation naturally as people are just hanging out, and it was an awesome, awesome thing. We had people there that would have never showed up to a mixer, but because it was a social gathering, they came to play cornhole and eat wings.
And then another thing, like Vincent said, just wing it.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Wing it.
Jess, about a year ago, it was just over a year ago, she had a keto cooking class. A free class, all the promoters pitched in $10 to cover the food. They invited friends over. She showed them how to prepare some food, live cooking. She had dishes prepared that explained the ingredients, how you can make it. Because a lot of people when they get in this lifestyle are like, well, how do you eat a ketogenic diet? Well, we showed them. And it's fun,
awesome.
it's interactive.
It's awesome.
We never did that before. We never saw anybody else on the team do it
Smart.
before.
And it
She had the
starts the
idea, we
conversation.
executed it. We probably fudged some things up, but guess what? It was a success.
Yep. I would say just be intentional with everything you're doing every day. You know, just like the cooking thing, that's going to lead to more conversation. Just like with the wings, like we made that super intentional. It's only going to be keto, so that starts a conversation. The 5 and 10 day, I do 5 and 10 days only in mix and match, and that's something that I didn't know in the beginning or didn't do in the beginning. I would be like, oh, well, what do you want? And I'd go through the whole list of everything we have and what the difference between them all. Holy crap. If I didn't confuse myself, I was certainly confusing them. So now it's a set price for the 5 day, it's a set price for the 10 day, and I automatically send a mix and match. And when they're like, oh, well, what one should I start with first? Whatever one you want to start with first, you're going to see what not only your taste buds like the best, but what one your body likes the best. Because I don't want you drinking something you can't stand or that your body's like, ew, no, thank you. So that really just gives them an opportunity to really see what one they want to dive all in for the 30 plus days.
Another play that works is what I just call a transfer of confidence. And what I mean by that is anytime two human beings are interacting, somebody's going to be more confident than the other, and either they're going to influence you with their confidence or you're going to influence them with yours. And even at the end of my conversation with somebody, they might not agree with me. They might not be on the same page as me. They might not want to do what it is that I'm doing.